Hey everybody, it's Decoded here again with another episode of my Game Block Decoded series, and this time we are dealing with tags. Now tags are something that are a little bit weird to get used to, but once you do, they are incredibly useful. So I wanted to show you, my Blockster is always tagged with the first one, circle. A lot of times when you're doing collection missions and building those, if you do just a generic collect, before the block gets hidden, it has a tendency to accumulate a lot of stars, and you just don't end up, it doesn't work as well, so I tend to add a circle tag to my Blocksters or my vehicle or whatever it is that I'm using for any collection or waypoint missions. Now as you'll see, that coincides with what I've got on this line right here. So I've got a circle collect that will do the sound effect. Now, to illustrate the point of that, this one here has a tag collect. It's darkened out because there's not technically anything tagged with a triangle right now, but this is under a triangle collect, and I'll show you how that works and does not work at the same time. Don't pay attention to that, we will deal with that in a second. So we did the coin, and it's going to be hard to see here, but as I go up to the square block, it won't let me collect it. Now, if I switch that square block over to a circle collect instead of a triangle, the circle tag on my Blockster will allow me to pick that up. So I'll show you here. Actually, let me mark it as is loot really quickly so that I don't just win. Okay, so I've got this, and it works sort of a similar way if you go into your actions for these and you set it up as, instead of doing is loot, you do it as circle loot. That will only allow whatever's tagged with a circle to be able to collect it. Now, the other cool thing you can do with tags is set up checkpoint markers. So if at any point you want something to say, point your way, or you've got a ship that, or a vehicle that needs to get to a waypoint and the waypoint's too far to really see, you can always use one of these little handy devices. They're really fun. It's essentially just a basic block with a turning block on it and a spin question mark, which is pretty much a free spin. Your one of your anti-gravity blocks, which does levitate a line, and this one's the most important. So for anything that's tagged triangle, it's hopefully there's only one. It will follow it. This is where this moving block makes sense. I just didn't want to rebuild it. So if I tag that with a triangle, and this works for anything as long as it all coincides, when I hit play, that block will follow it. So as you can see, the rotating block here follows it a little bit. I have to turn the strength down a little bit on it because that has a tendency to screw it up. So if I turn this down to, let's say, 6, it should do a lot better. So there you have it. That's tags in a nutshell. Message me if you have any questions on my YouTube channel under Game Block Decoded. I hope this helps, and as always, like it if you like it.